Hello, my beautiful souls. I am Ava. Thank you for being here with me today. I'm so thrilled to have you join me. We're diving into messages from the person on your mind. Let's explore what they're thinking and feeling about you. To start, we have reaching conclusions. This suggests there's a sudden realization or decision being made about this connection. It could be you or your person coming to terms with things. There's a sense that time has been slipping by. Perhaps there's been a long separation, or patience has been needed while things settle or decisions are made. Next, we see, I knew exactly what I was doing. This is an acknowledgement from your person, and what I'm hearing is it might have been a coping mechanism for them. Maybe they acted in a way that wasn't entirely in line with their integrity. If you've been hurt, it's possible they didn't intend to cause pain, but at the same time, this behavior feels like their default way of dealing with things, something they've always known. Now, moving forward, I love what's coming through for you. We have abundance and opening up. Cherry blossoms might be a sign for you, or perhaps Japan holds meaning. I sense a shift in energy, a move toward a higher vibration. In the past, this person may have acted out of fear or insecurity, but they're starting to understand themselves better. This growth is leading to a place where they'll open up to you more deeply, sharing their vulnerabilities, triggers, and thought processes. I see this heart to heart bringing a new level of understanding and emotional abundance between you two. If things have felt tough or uncertain, I sense a positive change ahead, like the sun breaking through after a storm. Let's delve into the tarot for more insights. The energy here feels intriguing. For some of you, this connection might still be undefined. Perhaps a situationship or flirtation waiting to evolve into something more. It seems like you're hoping for the next step, whether that's a date, a label, or something more concrete. There's a lightheartedness in your dynamic. You might share a similar sense of humor, though it doesn't feel entirely grounded or established just yet. Pisces energy is present, and I'm picking up on a potential workplace connection or flirtation. For some of you, there might be another energy lingering. Perhaps your person is dating others or dealing with an ex who's still in the picture. They might also be juggling other priorities, like work or studies, which could be causing stress or anxiety. There's a possibility that your person feels uncertain, whether it's due to an age gap, long-distance circumstances, or simply feeling overwhelmed by everything on their plate. They might be keeping you at arm's length, either intentionally or because of their current challenges. If this resonates, it's worth noting that they could have some unresolved energy from a previous relationship or family dynamic that's influencing their actions. Take these messages as they resonate with your situation. I hope this brings you clarity and insight as we continue exploring what's unfolding in your connection. It seems like there's a disconnect between you and this person, either because of physical distance or emotional boundaries they've put up. They appear to keep you at arm's length, likely because that's where they feel most comfortable. This could manifest in how they communicate or through a deliberate lack of availability, as if they're guarding themselves emotionally. They may also be acting distant or unavailable on purpose, making it challenging for you to understand their true intentions. It feels like they're keeping a lot to themselves, playing their cards very close to their chest. There's a strong intuitive connection between you, and it seems they think about you often, even dreaming about you. However, they're not clear about their own emotions or the nature of your connection. This confusion on their part is reflected in their behavior, leaving you feeling unsure about where you stand with them. They might not be entirely honest with themselves, let alone with you, and this lack of self-awareness causes them to act inconsistently. They may distance themselves when things get too close or when they feel vulnerable, possibly by becoming busy, traveling, or withdrawing emotionally. This feels intentional, as if they're protecting themselves from showing their fears or vulnerabilities. You might feel deeply disappointed or even heartbroken by their actions. Perhaps you believed in the potential of this connection and envisioned a future with them, only to feel let down. They may have led you to believe in something significant, whether through words, actions, or an emotional connection, only to backtrack, leaving you hurt and disillusioned. If they've chosen someone else, particularly someone from their past, or are entangled in a messy situation with an ex, it's causing them turmoil and affecting their mental well-being. They seem caught in a cycle of searching for something external to fill an internal void, leading to instability in their actions and relationships. Sometimes people believe that happiness lies in something external, a new possession, a different person, a fresh experience, or a change in location. They embark on this endless, unfulfilling quest, constantly searching for healing outside of themselves. However, they aren't yet at the stage in their personal or spiritual journey where they're ready to look within. What I'm sensing is that they're starting to receive hints and messages from Spirit, little nudges in the form of information from podcasts, YouTube videos, or other sources. They haven't fully embraced these messages yet, but I feel they'll eventually have a breakthrough. Right now, though, they seem stuck in this cycle of scanning the horizon, always looking for the next shiny object, thinking it will make them feel complete. It's that classic grass is always greener mindset, but deep down, they can't find the love and wholeness they're seeking because they're not looking within. This person seems to carry a profound fear of rejection, one that deeply influences their behavior and interactions. This fear might stem from past experiences where they felt unworthy or abandoned, leaving emotional scars that continue to shape their relationships. It's possible that they rejected you at some point, or perhaps they themselves felt rejected by you, whether intentionally or not. This fear can manifest in various ways, including behaviors that feel confusing or hurtful, such as being harsh, abrupt, or emotionally unavailable. From what you've described, it seems there might have been moments of vulnerability or connection in the beginning, fleeting glimpses of openness that hinted at deeper feelings. Yet, almost as quickly as these moments surfaced, they may have pulled away, shutting the door on emotional intimacy. This withdrawal could have been sudden, leaving you feeling shut out, blocked, or unable to reach them emotionally. It's a complex and painful dynamic, one that often feels deeply personal to those on the receiving end, even though it originates from their internal struggles. Their retreat could be a form of self-sabotage, a defense mechanism they've developed to protect themselves from the possibility of pain or rejection. By creating emotional distance, They may believe they are safeguarding their vulnerability, yet this coping strategy often backfires, pushing others away and leaving them isolated. For you, this behavior may have felt like a rejection of your efforts, your feelings, or even your worth as a person. The pain of being met with coldness or withdrawal, especially after moments of connection, can leave a lasting impression, fostering self-doubt and a sense of inadequacy. It's important to recognize, however, that their actions are not a reflection of your value or the sincerity of your intentions. Their inability to open up their fear-driven behaviors and their emotional walls are the product of their unresolved inner conflicts, not a judgment on who you are. While it's natural to internalize such experiences and wonder if you could have done something differently, the truth is that their struggles run deeper than any one interaction or relationship. You were likely caught in the ripple effects of their inner turmoil, which may have little to do with you and everything to do with their own fears and insecurities. If this resonates with your experience, it's essential to approach the situation with compassion for both yourself and them. You deserve to feel seen, valued, and cherished in your relationships. And it's not your responsibility to fix or heal someone else's pain. Their journey of self-awareness and healing is theirs alone, and it's okay to prioritize your own emotional well-being as you navigate this complex dynamic. Above all, remember that your worth is inherent and unchanging, no matter how someone else may act or respond to you. They seem to be intentionally creating emotional distance in their relationships, but this strategy isn't leading them to the peace or happiness they might be seeking. Instead, it's fostering a sense of emptiness and dissatisfaction. At some point, they'll come to realize that avoiding depth and vulnerability doesn't address their underlying struggles or fulfill their deeper needs. This behavior is not only holding them back, but also causing unintended harm to those around them. By keeping their connections at a surface level, they miss opportunities for genuine closeness, which prevents them from forming meaningful bonds. Whether it's in friendships, professional relationships, or romantic partnerships, they seem to shy away from emotional intimacy, retreating whenever things become too close or intense. In contrast, you have a natural comfort with emotional depth and a willingness to engage in meaningful conversations and experiences. You're open to exploring the complexities of feelings, and you have an extraordinary ability to hold space for emotional intensity. For you, vulnerability is a strength and a foundation for building deep connections. But this is not something they have cultivated yet. Their emotional awareness and capacity for intimacy remain underdeveloped, which might make their behavior difficult for you to understand. While emotional depth feels natural to you, it likely feels overwhelming or even threatening to them. This dynamic creates a challenging imbalance. They may perceive closeness as a risk, while you view it as an opportunity. It's not about fault or failure on either side, but rather a difference in emotional growth and readiness. Their avoidance patterns could stem from fear, past trauma, or simply not knowing how to navigate deeper emotional waters. Over time, they may begin to recognize that staying in the shallow end of relationships doesn't shield them from pain. Instead, it deprives them of the joy and fulfillment that come from true connection. As someone who values depth and understanding, you might feel a sense of frustration or even sadness when faced with their reluctance. It's important to remember that their journey is uniquely theirs, and growth happens at different paces for everyone. They may need time, support, or even their own setbacks to confront the limitations of their approach. Meanwhile, your emotional strength and awareness remain your greatest assets. They allow you to navigate this situation with empathy, even as you protect your own well-being and prioritize relationships that honor your capacity for connection. Ultimately, this isn't just a story about their avoidance or your depth. It's about the intricate dance of relationships, where growth, understanding, and timing all play critical roles. While they work through their hesitations and fears, you have the opportunity to continue deepening your own self-awareness and nurturing connections that align with your emotional values. When someone creates distance and walks away, it can feel like a direct rejection of the bond you've built, leaving you with a sense of pain and confusion. However, what's often overlooked is how much harm they are doing to themselves in the process. By pulling away, they are not only putting distance between you, but also depriving themselves of the happiness, growth, and connection that your relationship could bring. While their actions may hurt you deeply, they are ultimately sabotaging their own chance at something truly meaningful. The connection you share is not ordinary. It's rich with potential. The spark you felt, the attraction that pulls you together, and the genuine chemistry that can't be fabricated all point to something rare and worth cherishing. The version of them you fell in love with, their warmth, kindness, or whatever qualities drew you in, is not a facade or a fleeting moment. It is an authentic part of who they are, even if it's just one layer of their being. People are complex, multifaceted, and often carry inner struggles that shape how they navigate relationships. Beneath the surface, there is so much more to them. Layers of experiences, fears, and emotions that might explain why they're withdrawing now. It's important to remember that their distance is not a reflection of your worth or the value of the connection you share. Often, when people push others away, it stems from unresolved fears, insecurities, or a lack of readiness to embrace the vulnerability that comes with genuine love. They might be battling inner demons or struggling to reconcile their feelings with the fears that hold them back. While this doesn't excuse the pain their actions cause, it offers a glimpse into the complexity of their behavior. As painful as this situation might be, it's a testament to your capacity to love deeply and invest wholeheartedly in another person. That ability to see the best in someone and to cherish the connection you've built is a rare and beautiful gift. Though it's difficult to endure, try to hold on to the knowledge that the love and kindness you've shown are never wasted. They leave an imprint, even if it's not immediately visible. Thank you for allowing me to share these thoughts with you today. It has been a privilege to connect with you, and I hope you find moments of peace and clarity as you navigate this challenging time. Sending you an abundance of love and warmth, and I look forward to being here for you again whenever you need. Take care of yourself. You are deserving of all the love and happiness the world has to offer.